Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Coven. So today I'm going to be showing you how I dress a 7-day candle. Now usually we buy these 7-day candles, we correspond the color to whatever we are working with, and we just leave them be, which is perfectly fine to do that. There's no real reason to dress it for any specific thing because it's already kind of in a corresponding color. It already serves a purpose. However, I like to spruce mine up a bit and put my intention forth into this candle, so I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So today we're going to be dressing this candle for positivity and kind of uplifting the energy of the home. You know, during winter time, especially late winter, energy is stuffy, it's really hard, and there's a burden upon us because it's winter. So we are going to be working on uplifting that energy and making it a more peaceful and pleasant home. So to do this, you are going to need a 7-day candle in a corresponding color of your intention. Now, I chose yellow because to me, it radiates that positive sun energy that I desperately want to invite into my home. Next, you're going to need a sigil. Now, this is my own sigil for positivity, just general home positivity. However, please make sure to either create your own sigil. You can use mine. However, like I always say, the power from sigils comes from creation. So really take the time to actually create your own sigil for whatever intention that you are trying to bring forth. So that is my sigil for positivity. If you want to use that, go ahead. However, I strongly encourage you to make your own. From then, you're going to need a piece of twine, string, ribbon, anything like that. We are going to be attaching a charm to this candle. A little bit of string will do. You don't need a whole lot. A bell. Now, this charm is going to consist of a bell and some orange peels. Okay? Now, you can feel free to customize this charm, customize any of this. This is just a basic method that you can use for any type of 7-day candle. So feel free to customize any ingredients or anything that I'm doing here. The herbal ingredients that you are going to be needing is bay leaves, chamomile, rosemary, and we're going to be using some of our positivity oil that we made some videos back. So give that a good shake. Make sure that it is ready for use. To attach our sigil, we are going to be using Mod Podge. Now you can find this at any craft store. I like this method better than tape because then you don't have to see the tape on top of the paper or underneath. It lies really nice and flat and it gives it a nice finished look. And you are going to need a safety pin. And a dropper of sorts. If you don't have one, just spoon the oil in there. It's not a big deal. So to begin, you're going to take your cleansing stick and you are going to cleanse the area around you that you are working with. Cleanse your candle, the sigil, any type of herbs that you are working with, and just think about why you're doing this and for what purpose. So next, the candles come with like a film on them. Sometimes they come with pictures on them. You could rip that right off, especially ones from the dollar store. They rip right off, and I like doing that because then you don't have to deal with the plasticky film part. So you're going to take your sigil, put it on a nice piece of paper. If you want to color that paper, that's totally fine too. Grab some Mod Podge, and you literally only need a small amount to fix the sigil onto your candle. Take your sigil, and on the back side, you're going to smear some Mod Podge with a little paintbrush. You could do it with a Q-tip or a little sponge. If you have that, you could do it with your finger if you don't mind it getting sticky. So, you're going to take your sigil and basically find a nice place on the candle, height-wise, that you want your sigil to be. And really gently place that on. Okay? And that is what it should look like. So the other reason I like doing Mod Podge is you can adjust the sigil. If it's not perfectly straight, you can kind of move it around until it settles. So that's kind of what it looks like. Next, what we're going to do is take the safety pin that we have, Be extremely careful not to poke yourself. You could do this with a regular needle if you want, but around the wick, poke some holes and make sure to get deep inside the candle. And this is for the oil purpose. So the oil will go down into the holes of the candle, so it won't all be sitting on top. Now poke as many holes as you need to. Sometimes I like to even do a little design in the holes that I'm poking. So I'm just gonna try to do them all in a little circle and try to get as deep as you can, really. Okay, now the next thing you're gonna do is trim the wick. Don't trim it too small, but a lot of the times the dollar store candles come with these really, really long wicks. You don't want them to be too long, the candle won't burn evenly. So trim the wick till about 1/4 inch. So I know you can't really see, but that is kind of the height that you want, and that is all the holes I made in the candle. So next, like I said, shake your oil, give it a nice shake so it's ready for use. You're going to take your dropper, get some of this oil, and you're going to drop it on top of the holes in the candle. Now add as much oil as you like, just make sure that the oil is draining into the candle. Don't flood the top with oil or it won't burn very well. So just add a couple, wait for it to drain, add a couple more, add it to whatever likeness you want. Next, for the herbal components, I picked some chamomile. You're just going to put a couple of little pieces inside. Don't have to do a lot, nor should you, because it really contains space, so you don't want a lot of herbal components. So really just a tiny pinch will do. And some bay leaves, and I like to crush them up really, really, really tiny and put them right on top. Okay, so that is what your candle should look like on top, oil and herbs and all. Next, you're going to take your bit of string, tie it around the candle however you wish. Again, this part is optional. You don't have to put a charm on your candle. I kind of like to do it because it gives it that extra little fanciness and an extra little thing to add my intention in. So next we're going to take the orange peels and pull them right through. You can most definitely dry out your own orange peels. What I do is I carve out the orange flesh in the orange, and then I hang the orange peels out to dry, and they dry really, really well within a couple of days actually. So I'm going to move that up, knot it at the bottom so that the orange peels don't come off. Again, this charm is totally customizable, so you do whatever you want with your candle, and then cut the remaining pieces, kind of spread them apart a little bit, and you can move the charm to wherever you feel you want. So that is basically it. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me. If you have not joined the coven, please subscribe to my channel for more witchy uploads. And follow me on all of my social media. Join all the aminos that I have listed below. And until next time, have a lovely rest of your day.